I'm horny.
In today's lesson on how to get big 101, doing it the absolutely unnatural way. Throughout the last year, I could proudly say that I've done this entire journey natural. I mean, there's nothing going in. In this portion of the video, I am talking about the estrogen blocker that I have been using throughout every single cycle that I have been on, including the one that I am currently on top of the testosterone that I'm using and the Anavar that I am using for this cycle. I am also using another compound, and that compound is Anastrozole. The Anastrozole will basically guarantee that my estrogen levels don't go all the way up. They don't go, rocket high, and balances my hormones. Arimidex and Anastrozole also helps prevent the growth of acne, and obviously the big one that everybody knows about when you are on a cycle, gyno-rheuny. I've mentioned before that the brand of Anastrozole that I am using is the same exact brand for my PCT cycle, Clomid. In terms of these tablets from this brand, they work for me, and they have been working for me ever since my first cycle. I've been using the same brand throughout, and they've been effective. Each Anastrozole tablet is, actually, let me open her up. They come with so many, like 3 of these, but I am legit on my very last one. Each tablet is 1 milligram, and I have been using only 1 milligram per week. I cut one of these tablets in half every time that I take the my dose of testosterone throughout the week. I take a dose of testosterone twice a week, which means I take 0.5 in the beginning and then 0.5 at the end of the week, equaling up to 1 milligram. Obviously, depending on how severely one needs a dose of their estrogen blocker, they might, have a higher dosage. But I find that personally for me, that 1 milligram per week is bomb, it's amazing, it's good. Also keep in mind, if you are jumping onto a cycle, taking too much Anastrozole will dry out the skin. I know there's like a pretty hard side effect of taking too much. I'm taking an alcohol pad and I'm cleaning the rubber top of my testosterone. I'm gonna do a quick disclaimer. I'm not promoting this. I am not suggesting anybody does this. I'm just kind of documenting my experience. Obviously, getting on a cycle, a big side effect is the growth of acne, and with an estrogen blocker like Anastrozole, it helps control and prevent any acne from forming. Like I said, growing up, my acne was horrible. Even if I was to like slightly touch a portion of my face, the next day I would wake up with like a big white juicy poppin' pimple that like squirts out egg yolk. If it wasn't for, the estrogen blocker, I would be breaking out left and right. And for the reason of all that, the sake of that happening on a cycle is obviously because of the compound testosterone. But having an estrogen blocker in your cycle will help regulate your hormones and your estrogen levels. With regards to gyno, if you don't regulate your estrogen levels and you aren't taking any estrogen blockers, you are probably more prone to developing gyno later on in your cycle or throughout your cycle. With Anastrozole, I haven't really noticed any gyno symptoms unless I'm blind and I'm like looking and I'm like, okay, yeah, we're all good, even though there's a huge fat tissue popping out. My dose of testosterone is perfectly ready for me. Gyno is formed from hormonal imbalance. So that's why taking a compound like an estrogen blocker like Anastrozole will help regulate that. I haven't noticed any swelling in my nipple area, and I also haven't noticed any hormonal changes. So that's like bonus. All in all, with the help of this compound, my hormones are balanced and I'm less prone to developing any of the side effects that come with being on a cycle, just like test. like just the compound test without, say, like an estrogen blocker added into that.
Hey,
Hello?
hey, good morning,
Bro, do you mind if I grab some Anavar, dude? Today, I had a video planned out and I was working out my shoulders today and I wanted to demonstrate my top, I think it was like 3 or 4 favorite workouts that I have noticed for my shoulders that have helped me improve and grow the certain muscle group the fastest. I filmed it. I have a video and I'm going to insert it. Maybe I'll do it while I'm talking, but I filmed the gym today. I could have been better off at the public zoo today. The gym that I'm at, this guy is letting people left and right. Like the capacity here is probably like 150%. Like everybody come in, like welcome sign, come on, get in. And I could not find anywhere to work out or even film or talk. Enough of the complaining. Hopefully maybe next week I could try and demonstrate my favorite shoulder workouts that help me activate those certain muscle groups and that have helped me the most grow my shoulders the fastest and are the most effective. They're cable raises, and I absolutely love doing cable raises, especially for shoulders, because there are so many different workouts that you could do to work out the front delts, the middle delts, and the back delts. I'll quickly describe them. For front delts, take the cable, put it all the way down, and then just frontwards, like just raise it all the way and then extend your arm all the way back and, you know, obviously go back and forth. Middle delt, obviously put the cable, the rod all the way down and then just bring it sideways. That's one of my favorite workouts. Rear delts, put the cable down, go down like in a, like down like a turtle, like in a, like, I don't know, and then just kind of like raise it like back up as you're like kind of going down. Instead, I will update you guys on muscle endurance because I do have a little story that I could share. I came to the gym this weekend, so I bumped into a friend this Saturday at the gym and I was talking to him for a minute and we arrived kind of close to the same time. I was working out, what was I doing? It doesn't matter. I forget what I was doing Saturday. That was like 2-3 days ago. He was working out, I think, legs, and we showed up at the same time and we were talking for a minute and then we got around to doing our workout. He finished within, and he was working out legs. Keep in mind, you could do so many workouts with legs, and he probably finished within 50 to 60 minutes. And as we were saying bye, he was like, man, I'm exhausted. Which is true. I mean, he was working out legs and I could get really tired from legs easily. He was like, man, like I gotta go. Like I'm hungry. Like I'm out of it. Like I'm gonna go. And I'm like looking at him and I was like, I mean, we're working out different muscle groups, but I was so not ready to leave. Like I had so much energy and strength still in me pre-cycle. I was still going to the gym, and like I said, like probably within 60 minutes, like my workout was done. I was ready to go home. I did everything I needed to do. But now I'm noticing the benefits of testosterone and Anavar being in my system. I'm able to remain active for a longer period of time. I absolutely love that because I could kill it. I could get some extra workouts in. Like I said, I write down all my workouts, and then at the end, like at the bottom of my page, I have like certain like extra workouts if I have time or if I have the strength to continue. And guys, I've been able to finish all of that. Like the whole list I'm able to get through because I'm able to remain active.